A lot of local officials who say there's too many illegal immigrants that we just can't police regarding to status. What are the sticks and the carrots that you're going to do to get them to change their policies?
Well, I've rolled out a very, very detailed immigration plan. It's on our website, tedcruz.org. Would encourage all of you to encourage your viewers. Go to tedcruz.org. Read the 11-page detailed immigration plan with chapter and verse, how we fix this problem. I designed that plan working hand in hand with Iowa's own Steve King, with Senator Jeff Sessions, probably the two strongest advocates and champions of securing the borders and keeping this country safe in the entire U.S. Congress. My immigration plan will build a wall that works. And as I joked, we'll make Donald Trump pay for it. It will triple the Border Patrol. It will increase fourfold the fixed-wing and rotary-wing aircraft. It will put in place a strong exit-entry system on visas. It will put in place a strong E-Verify system so that people cannot get jobs without demonstrating they're here legally. It will end sanctuary cities by cutting off federal funds to jurisdictions that are defying federal immigration law. It will stop releasing criminal illegal aliens. Right now, the Obama administration is releasing hundreds of thousands of criminal illegal aliens, hundreds of murderers, hundreds of rapists, thousands, tens of thousands of drunk drivers. All of that will end. And will end welfare benefits for those here illegally. If we enforce the law, that's how we secure the borders. That's how we end this problem. And at the end of the day, we know how to solve this problem. If you go to Israel, Israel has a wall that works. Why? Because Israel has an acute incentive to actually solve the problem. It's not that we don't know how to fix it. What's missing is the political will. That Democrats and far too many Republicans don't want to fix it. If I'm elected president, we will have the political will, and we will get the problem solved. We will end illegal immigration.
Donald Trump said tonight that you're not a natural-born citizen. What's your reaction to that? And he spent almost 5 minutes talking about it.
Well, listen, I understand that a lot of candidates in the field are dismayed. They're dismayed because they're seeing conservatives uniting behind our campaign. They're seeing conservatives uniting behind our campaign here in Iowa, and they're seeing it happening all across the country. And as that happens, you're seeing candidates trying to throw whatever rocks they can. That's fine. That's their prerogative. I like Donald Trump. I respect Donald Trump. He's welcome to toss whatever tax he wants.
Senator, have your parents
Last question.
have your parents
Last question.
have your parents filed an Consular report of birth abroad or form FS-240, as some people have claimed that does not exist for you?
I don't know what those particular forms are. What I can tell you is under long-standing federal law, the child of a U.S. citizen born abroad is a natural-born citizen. My mom was born in Wilmington, Delaware. She is a citizen by birth. By virtue of being born to my mother in Calgary, I was a citizen by birth. I've never breathed a breath of air on this planet when I wasn't an American citizen. By virtue of being born, I was never naturalized. It was the process of being born that made me a citizen. Those are the facts. The law is quite clear, and beyond that, the rest of it is political noise. And let me point something out. We're at a time of enormous challenge and crisis. This week, 2 alleged terrorists were arrested in Texas and California, both of whom came as Iraqi refugees. They're charged with working in concert with ISIS. This week, a terrorist fired 13 shots at a police officer in Philadelphia, hitting him 3 times. And he pledges his allegiance to ISIS. At a time with these kind of national security thoughts, these risks, you know what the American people are interested in? Who is prepared to be commander-in-chief? Who has the experience? Who has the judgment? Who has the clarity of vision? Who has the strength of resolve to keep this country safe? And I recognize that there are candidates in the field that don't want to talk about those issues. And they want to instead encourage the good people in the media to go down rabbit trails and engage in circus sideshows. I don't think the American people are interested in that. They're interested in real and positive solutions. How are you going to defend my constitutional rights? How are you going to defend my religious liberty, my right to keep and bear arms, my free speech? How are you going to bring back jobs and opportunity and repeal Obamacare so that I can get a job and have a future? And how will you keep my children safe? And if a presidential candidate is not prepared to stand up and address those answers, address those issues and give an answer to the American people, well, that's what the electoral process is all about.